thank General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida for finding General Danjuma and I worthy to be the launchers of this great event. Thank you, General, for the honor. At this point, it is my pleasure to announce my donation of 5 billion naira. Your Excellency, Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Your Excellency, General IBB, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to stand on already established protocols. It is my distinct honor and privilege to be here today as the chief launcher of these two important events, the book presentation of IBB's autobiography and the Presidential Library in conjunction with General Danjuma, who could not be here with us but is ably represented by General Agway. We are gathered here to celebrate an icon, a leader, a soldier's soldier, a visionary. Over the past decades, General Babangida has touched many lives across Nigeria. And today's book presentation, the IBB Presidential Library Project launch, and the caliber of people present in this room attest to his impact as a leader. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, here today and those watching, let me say this. You are gathered to celebrate more than a person, a building or archive. We are gathered in a great sanctuary of memory, a testament to the vision, complexity, and enduring legacy of one of Nigeria's most transformative leaders, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. The Presidential Library and the unveiling of IBB's records are not just milestones for history. They are gifts to posterity. Let me also add that many have clamored for this book and library project over the years, and the time is finally here. Your Excellency, General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, your tenure as president was defined by bold reforms, intricate statecraft, and an unyielding belief in Nigeria's potential with significant infrastructure and development projects across the length and breadth of this nation. And many have stood the test of time, with the impact still being felt. Across your tenure, your leadership navigated a delicate balance of progress and stability. This record, now to be preserved for generations with this book and library, will allow scholars, citizens, and future leaders to engage with their decisions not as footnotes, but as lessons in courage, pragmatism, and nation building. Distinguished guests, a presidential library is more than just a building. It is a bridge between eras, where the past speaks to the present, and the struggles and triumphs of a nation's journey are immortalized. For a country as dynamic as Nigeria, where history is often debated but rarely preserved, the library will stand as a bold declaration. Your Excellency, General Babangida, your records will demystify the art of governance. They will reveal the weight of decisions made in uncertainty, the foresight required to steer a diverse nation, and the humility to learn from both triumphs and setbacks. In an age where leadership is too often reduced to sound bites, General Babangida's book and Presidential Library will remind us that true statesmanship demands depth, reflection, and accountability. As a businessman, I'm aware that progress hinges on understanding the past. At BUA, we build industries, but nations are built on ideas, ideas, and institutional memory. The library will serve as a compass, guiding policymakers, inspiring innovators, and reconnecting Nigerians with the intellectual rigor that shaped our national identity. Let me also acknowledge the profound symbolism of the book. By entrusting your records to the public, you invite scrutiny and scholarship. You affirm that leadership is not only about myth-making, but also about transparency. This act alone cements your legacy as a leader who believes in the wisdom of the people and power of truth. To the curators of the library, historians, and staff, you are the guardians of Nigeria's narrative. Ensure these records ignite debate, foster unity, and remind us that even in disagreement, we share a common destiny. Your Excellency, General, let me borrow your own words, and I quote, "Leadership is the courage to plant trees under whose shade you may never sit." Quote. The library is one such tree. May it grow deep roots, shelter generations, and stand as a timeless tribute to your service. To this end, I'm pleased to share that General Danjuma and I had a meeting with him last week, we will fully support the construction of this library, a monument to our history as a nation. However, before I dive into my donation and encourage others to pledge, I want to emphasize that our goal today is to raise enough money, enough funds to bring this library to life. So far, as we have seen, designs have been approved and a contractor is about to be appointed. So this library and the event center are on track to be completed on schedule. I also want to use this opportunity to kindly ask our wonderful donors to please consider redeeming their pledges very soon. This will allow us to properly acknowledge your generosity and begin construction in earnest. General Danjuma and I will be redeeming ours immediately. That's the promise. Let me once again thank General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida for finding General Danjuma and I worthy to be the launchers of these great events. Thank you, General, for the honor. At this point, it is my pleasure to announce my donation of 5 billion naira. Thank you so very much for being part of this incredible initiative. I'm honored, General. Thank you, Excellency. Thank you, Mr. President. I will now hand over to General Agwai, a representative of General Danjuma, to also announce his contribution. General, over to you.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of Nigerian Armed Forces, former heads of state, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there are too many people, I don't know where to start, but I bring you greetings from my professional grandfather, and I will explain. When General Danjuma called me and directed me to represent him, he wished he was here and he had planned to be here, but because of ill health, he couldn't make it and he directed me to represent him. I say he's my grandfather, my professional grandfather, because he told me, and I have also known, that he mentored the author of the book that we are launching today. And the author of the book mentored me as a cadet in 1970. And that relationship continued, that I served under him as a staff officer. One time I was his military assistant, and just as his father, General Danjuma, mentored him, he became Chief of Army Staff. He also mentored me, and I was lucky to become Chief of Army Staff. And today, I count myself very lucky that I am in a square. General Yakubu Gowon, who I earned my commission when he was the president of this country under him, is here. General Babangida, who mentored me from cadethood up to where I reached, is here. The chairman of today's occasion, who thought me worthy, he made me Chief of Army Staff and Chief of Defense Staff. So I am in the midst of those who have meant so much in my growth, including my constant mentor, General Abdulsamad. Before I read the comment by my professional grandfather, I want to also thank heavens for the opportunity to come very close to the governor, to the former president of Sierra Leone, Koroma. People have said that there is a resemblance between me and him. I don't know about that. But one thing I know, I traversed all the nooks and corners of Sierra Leone when I was a deputy force commander of UNAMSIL, and I was influential in one way or the other in the most thorough armament we have ever had in the world in Kono, district of Sierra Leone. So it's great to see you, Mr. President, and I hope one day I will be lucky to shake your hand. Now, let me go to the comment of remarks by General Danjuma, Grand Commander of the Order of Nigerian Army Medal, PSC. Said, the intrinsic worth of the Presidential Library is premised on the fact that it is an archival center where documents and artifacts of countries' presidents are kept for research, references, and prosperity, as it is open to the public. In Africa, Nigeria has spearheaded the perpetuity of the presidential library system in Africa. So we expect that Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida, IBB for short, presidential library will consist of documents and artifacts from 27th of August 1985 to 27th of August 1993. The document should therefore describe through processes the detailed work that culminated in policy formulation in terms of the movement of the federal capital to Abuja, the infrastructural development, reforms, and programs, the people-oriented programs such as Better Life for Rural Women and the People's Bank. Concomitantly, they are also expected to address the controversies such as the decision to annul the June 12, 1993 presidential election that the book reviewer have told us more about. At this juncture, I feel that it is prudent to emphasize to those of us present here today and millions more out there that our contribution to this noble project is worthwhile. It is important for us to learn from history to avoid trying to reinvent an existing wheel or repeat past mistakes. As such, the Presidential Library becomes a vital catalyst through which the research and innovation capacity in our government, such prevailed for the resurgence of our nation, and the sleeping giant of Africa will reawake to its responsibility. The public may not be aware the fact that the project we are about to raise funds for is not completely new. Rather, its nucleus have been established since 1998. Alhaji Muazu Wali is best placed to speak on the nucleus together with the complexity of the planning, coordination, tracking, and movement of documents and artifacts that will be housed in the Presidential Library. Having said this, it is noteworthy in view of this, as this event today is a double-barrel event. You can either put your safety catch and fire a single shot by purchasing only the much anticipated autobiography of the former president and commander-in-chief, General Badamasi Babangida, Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, Nigerian Army MNI, a journey in service for yourselves, friends, organizations, and institutions, or you concentrate your donation or donations to the IBB Presidential Library. Alternatively, you could fire a double shot by purchasing the autobiography and contributing handsomely to the library project. As for myself, that is General Danjuma, not me, I will switch to automatic and fire a double shot because we served in the military together with IBB, where he showed strength, courage, and stood firm in faith of the unity and greatness of this country. He has remained one of my confidants both in and out of military service. Above all, he was completely loyal to me as his Chief of Army Staff. He was loyal to the military profession, and most importantly, to the nation, Nigeria. I therefore launched the book, A Journey in Service, where I would want 10 copies, and to donate with my junior brother, not me, General again, to the IBB Presidential Library. He is pledging to donate 3 billion naira.